Good morning and welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors Turkey Trippin 2024. It's day 3 here in Kentucky. Last night it rained. Started raining about roosting time. And so I was not out last night to listen. But it rained a while, so everything's really wet right now. Hopefully that translates to the leaves being nice and quiet this morning. We're on our way back to where we've been the last 2 mornings and hoping that that guy repeats his pattern. I guess I'm also hoping that the bird I bumped yesterday afternoon at about 1 is not the same bird. They're not that far apart, so possibly is the same bird. But what we have done is, yesterday I walked back through here and I cleared out a little way to get in the woods that should be really quiet, especially now with everything being wet. So if he gobbles in the same vicinity, hopefully he's roosted where he was Monday, not yesterday. Yesterday I just cannot get in the woods with him. So if he's there, doesn't matter what, I can't get in. We should start hearing gobbles anytime. Looks like we got cloud coming over the moon back here. The moon was full and bright driving in. I think I need to be prepared to chase a gobble in a different direction this morning. Kind of be hard to imagine it roost in the same spot 3 times in a row, but crows are up. I hear some crows. Sun coming up in this direction back here. We'll see what the day brings us here. We got our first gobble. I don't have a good mark on them. I don't know if you can tell, but it's also a bit foggy. That could work to our advantage for slipping in. Oh. Okay, he's over there. He's across the field. I thought he might be further away than I thought because that little chunk of woods between where I was standing and the field edge isn't that big. Alright. Almost seems like he might be maybe $150 from where he was yesterday. We'll have to see when we get a little closer, but he's starting to gobble. I can't imagine he's going to get down anytime real soon with all this fog. But you never know, that junk could lift quick, so we're going to keep moving forward. I swear this guy sounds like the same guy from yesterday afternoon. I don't think he's in the woods. I think he's on this edge. everything's wet right now. I don't know. We're gonna shut you off. I got a little figuring to do here. Well, I got to hear while he was gobbling. But I may be busted by some hens. From where those hens are, I don't think there's any way they could have seen me. Is that just tree yelps? Almost sounds like butts. I think they're still in the tree. Sounds like it. Clearly somebody just pitched. Well, that quickly fizzled out. I'm thinking they went up to the field. I'm gonna go up this drainage and slowly get higher on the other side to look out. Actually, no, I'm not. I can see a turkey over here across this drainage at about 90. I found him. I started looking at where he was going, not where he was. That was a bit of a poke, but not terribly far. It was far. I'm excited. Holy crap. Oh shoot. That lefty's not doing good either. Oh boy. We got us a bird down in Kentucky. I got my eye on him. Making sure we don't have any issues. Not gonna shoot him twice like North Carolina, unless I have to. Good thing this camera has stabilization, otherwise it'd be shaky as crap. Is it on? It's on. Holy crap. Run up here, not try to die on these slick rocks. Make sure he is. Oh geez Louise, I said not die on these slick rocks. Holy crap. I want to make sure that he is indeed expired. Goodness, he's pretty. That's very likely the guy that's been giving me the slip, and possibly been giving me the slip up on this side yesterday. On safe. All right, it took me a while to find my tree, find my vest through the green stuff, but finally found it, got a range. We're not going to talk about the range because it was too far. I got lucky. But what we have right here is a fine example of an eastern. We got us a nice beard, real solid beard here, there, real solid. Look at that thing, big old head. I think I gave him a hematoma right here, but these spurs. Look at that joker. That one's over an inch. This one looks like maybe the tip has been busted off, which doesn't surprise me in all this rocky junk right here. Get this out of the way. I mean, it's all rocky junk. I had various ledges to come down, almost busted my butt coming down here. Beautiful. had hens with them, and I swear they went into the field. I could swear I heard them doing their locator clucks up in the field. And I almost moved. I put my gun against the tree and was about to turn around and grab my vest, get into this drainage and get up to the edge and peek in slowly as I rose up to the crest. And then I noticed a turkey over here. Like I said, at about 90 yards. I didn't know it was him. I just knew it was a turkey, and so I thought, okay, maybe the hens are coming this way, because I was trying to let them know I was here without being obnoxious, because this guy has seen skittish. If this is the same guy from the 2 previous mornings, which has to be, because he was roosted probably somewhere in here the first day, and he pitched across and just was out of my line of sight. He was out of range, and just out of my line of sight. If I was forward 30 yards, I probably could have killed him when he landed. Then the next day, yesterday, he sounded like he was right where I was. And this morning, he's over here. So I don't think he's been roosted outside of a buck 25. He's been in like this triangle of 125 yards. Unbelievable. His pattern, I guess, is what got him. And I cleared that path in here to get in here real quiet, but right now it's real quiet anyway with all the wetness. Let's pick him up, go to our vest, unload our shotgun. Boy, I tell you what. Heck of a morning. Heck of a morning. Obviously, this is the guy from the past 2 mornings. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the 125-yard triangle. His only downfall was roosting in the same area. Otherwise, he's a pretty sneaky bird. That was his only flaw. He didn't seem to come to calls. He had hens with him, but there were no hens with him walking down the hill. There were no hens with him yesterday, so I don't know what he's got going on. I mean, I'm pretty sure what I heard come off the roost this morning was him, because he feels pretty heavy. Whatever came out of that tree and thudded on the ground must have been him. He probably had to sit there a while and shake it off, because it sounded like he hit the ground pretty darn hard. I mean, he's pretty dry. He's not wet, so his wings probably worked just fine. I just think he went too straight down. It sounded loud when he hit the ground anyway. Came out of the tree like a freaking bull in a china shop and then thud on the ground. So my thought was it was him. Then I thought I heard the hens up there, which now seems I might have. And I just put my gun right here. I was about to turn around when I did like this, and I saw a black dot out there, because there's a black dot on a log. I think it's the little root ball that I've been looking at all morning, and I said there's 2 black dots over there. So I just sat there looking, and it moved, and didn't move in a way that said I was busted, even though, I mean, I got a little lane right there. It is pretty green in Kentucky, pretty darn green. So I'm looking, and it kept walking and went behind a big old tree over here. So I came back and grabbed my gun and waited, and he walked right behind my 45-yard tree. I knew he was too far, and then he went down here and he was still too far, and I got lucky. Right there, there's a little gap in the trees. He was too far. If I was on that tree, we would have been much closer to being proper. When I first came in, I was up here, and they were over here, and I was all these hills. You know, this is a hillside. Every front side of the tree is a big slope. So was trying to figure out what big tree can I get on that, 1, I can range the opposite hillside right here, and 2, isn't so steep I can't sit there. And this was one of the few, just not steep right here. That tree over there at about 25 yards is where I was on Monday. Yesterday I couldn't even get in the woods. We've got us a bird down in Kentucky. How about that? Third morning. Came in here Sunday night, didn't even know what the place looked like because it was dark. Went in the morning, first parking spot I went to, there were 3 trucks and people getting ready. So I was like, dang, it sounds like the 3 vehicles I heard drive by while I was getting dressed all went to. It's gonna shape up to be a really nice day today. I think it's gonna be high 60s, sunny, almost no wind. My vest is full of food and water because my plan was to be out in the woods at least 75% of hunting hours. I thought I might go back to the car if I'm not on to anything here or I lose them in here. Go back to the car, get a nap because the ground's too wet to lay on, obviously. Go back to the car, get a short nap, and then get back out in the woods somewhere. I was going to go somewhere different and just walk and call and go way back in there, get as far away from a parking lot as I could. That was the plan for today. Just walk and call, get way back in there, see if I could strike up a bird that hasn't seen as much hunting pressure because it's back a ways. So today is Wednesday the 24th. And I cannot hunt this WMA anymore. You have to move WMAs. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a little closer to Bart's. Maybe hunt a day or two at the next Kentucky WMA. And then go to Bart's for a few days. I have got to get home well before the 8th. I've got a plane to catch on the 8th. My son is getting married. And I did it during turkey season. Daggone you, you got me good there. But turkey season started really early this year, March 2nd, so I will be at it for 2 months. Short little breaks in between. I visited my in-laws, did some fishing with Phil. So we have done some breaks in there. Not a lot, but there's been some real struggles, some real stretches of struggles here on this season. I guess that's pretty normal during a turkey season. Had a really good run in Alabama and carried it into North Carolina. But boy, panhandle of Florida, Mississippi, the rest of southern Florida. After I got my bird in North Carolina, there wasn't much going on. We were trying to find Phil a bird and we just couldn't. So I think we'll get this guy back to the car. We'll get them all put away properly, make them ugly. We'll probably start moving to the next WMA, or what I need to do is get a nap. I am tired, real tired. But let's do the stats on this guy, at least the weight right here. All right, let's get a weight on this bad boy. He felt heavy coming out. £22, 12 ounce. Almost 13 ounce. That's why he felt heavy. I believe that's my heaviest bird this season up to this point. Then we're going to wrap this up. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down there. And as always, thanks for watching.